If you're here, you're probably looking for some weight loss tips, and I've got a few. Now, just to give you a little bit of my history, I am 5'4", and at my heaviest, when I was in my earlier 20s, around 25 years old, I'll show you a picture, I weighed 175 pounds. And this is before I had children. I have 2 babies now. I have a 2-year-old daughter, Leora. You want to come say hi? Come here. Come say hi. Hi. And she has a little brother named Kelton. And he's 1, so she's 2 and he's 1. I had 2 under 2. They're 15 months apart. Yes, not planned, if that was your question. I want to show you guys a picture of my last photo shoot that I did when I was heavier, when I was younger, just to prove to you that I'm not full of it. But I like to cook, and I obviously used to like to eat quite a bit. And I know, and these are a lot of, that's usually the eating a lot. I could have been a competitive eater, I think. Had a good future in that. So here's a black dress. These are not available online, they're hidden, but where's my camera? This was a photo shoot before I quit taking pictures. I thought the camera was playing tricks on me. Lo and behold, it in the scale, we're not, collaborating towards me. It was the real deal. Here's another one. That's me. So gives you a good idea. I ended up gaining a little bit more weight after that. I was probably at about 165 there. I gained about another 10 pounds before I decided I had had enough. And I had been living in Hawaii. Nobody really, cares that much. I mean, a lot of people are in really good shape. There are a lot of people that aren't. I was eating a lot. And then I moved to Los Angeles, and I saw, oh my God, that is not going to work, And so I decided I was tired of huffing and puffing going up staircases. Please, Leora, come here. Come here. Come sit with me. Come here. I'm telling a story. Come here. Don't play with that. They're going to hear it on there, and it's going to be annoying. Come here. Come on, please. Sorry. Okay, so huffing and puffing, having thyroid issues, uncomfortable, trying to find things to wear, that feeling after you've eaten too much. Can I tell them something? I'm trying to tell them how to stay skinny. Oh, please. So, I decided it was time to work out. Started working out. I worked out for a long time. It was about a 2-year process for me to lose all the weight. And I got down to a size 0 from about a size 12. And it took a while. And some of the tips that I wanted to share, and I did that through exercise my first time. And then after my son in the delivery room, I was 163 in the delivery room, and he only weighed like 7 pounds. So it didn't help me out too much on that. So I decided that this time I was going to do it through portion control, which is my main method that I use. Because I don't like to work out. And I work out with the kids enough. And if Kelton wakes up, you guys can meet him too. But, so the main thing is water. Leora, I can't think if you're doing this. Water, and you want to make sure that your heaviest meal is the first one you eat in the day. And most people, they like to eat something like oatmeal with fruit on it, and they're like, oh, I ate so healthy. But the problem with that is, for a person who has eating issues where they like to eat a little too much, we tend to give ourselves a little bit of a license to really gorge later on in the day. Oh, it was good for breakfast. Well, breakfast, you still have time to burn it off. When you eat a big dinner and you're going to go to sleep, you don't. And it's just going to lay on you, and it's going to figure its place as parking spot on your body. So I give a lot of it, people ask me a lot, and the reason they ask me, I'm going to stand up for you. I know you saw me move the lighting, but this is me after 2 babies. Ba-ba! Yes, I wear a size 0. I'm at 114 pounds, and I'm 5'4". So the way that I do it is, first thing in the morning I eat really heavy, and then my meals kind of taper. Oh, it's Kelton. Hold on. Kelton, come say hi. Mommy's telling people how to get skinny. Come here. Why'd you get on him? I'll get him. Come here. Okay, come on. Hey, don't touch that. Come here. Hey, Leora, could you go get me a water, please? Here's Kelton. He just woke up. Leora woke him up. Good job. Now he won't be up till 3. Can you go get me a water, please? So here's Kelton. He's like 14 months. And, yeah, and there he is. So, so the main thing is you have to really want to not keep gaining weight, and you have to want to lose, and it has to be the number one thing. Like that, if you have other things taking precedence in your life, you should focus on that. But if you are ready and you feel like you're, thank you, baby, I love you. I love you. Do you want to sit right here? If you're ready to do it, you need to drink a lot of water is the first thing. Something that I say, and there's a guy who wrote a book about it. It's like, you're not hungry, you're thirsty. You're not tired, you're thirsty. You're not depressed, you're thirsty. Basically everything, and then you're thirsty. So that means that if you have a headache, drink water. Don't take medication. Try to just keep as much water in your body as possible. And if you don't like the taste of water by itself, you can soak it with strawberries, basil, cucumber, whatever you want. Anything. You can try mixtures. You can make a mango one. You can do whatever. Please. No, because I have the camera. Okay, Leora, do me a favor. Stop. Okay, so a lot of people think they're supposed to eat a healthy breakfast of grains and fruit and stuff like that. And it's fine to have that too. But that is basically a dessert. That's all. Even if you don't put sugar on your oatmeal, eating carbohydrates with natural sugars first thing in the morning isn't necessarily the best thing for your body. Your body needs fuel to keep it going, and if it feels like it doesn't have enough, it's going to go into shock and it's going to hold on to fat. And then, like I said, people give themselves a license. So what I do is first thing in the morning, hey, no more. No more. Hey. Come on, really? Yeah, you better. Oh, nice. Yeah. Come on. What are you doing? So, anyway, that's what happens with the live TV. Ha ha. It's not really live, but I don't feel like restarting this. So, basically, you want to eat something really fattening. I know some people have dietary restrictions and things like that, or religious stuff, and I should kind of do that on a certain level with the stuff I do, but that's between me and God. So my main thing is I do eat bacon in the morning, and it gives my body the fuel so that there's no way later on in the day I feel like I need to eat something better, or more fattening, or I deserve it, or whatever the story might be.
No, baby, sit there.
You want baby to sit here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. You always take such good care of him. Woo! Here's a sticker. So, eating really fattening in the morning. Eggs, potatoes, butter. Stay away from bagels. That's my only thing. You may think that's a good type of fat, but I'm talking about real fat, like grease in the morning. To the point where at lunchtime you go, oh, I had a heavy breakfast, maybe I'll have a salad. And then at dinner you go, oh, I ate enough. I really ate first thing in the morning. And it shuts off this whole, shock that your body can go into, or telling yourself, oh, I didn't eat enough, I should eat more. And that's the other thing. People need to think about food in a way of like, if you are starving to death and you've had water but you've had no food and you're about to die, how much would a butter-soaked tater tot, how long would that buy you? That could buy you 1 to 3 days. One tater tot with butter in it. So how many calories is that? That's a lot of calories, okay? So don't kid yourself. Don't act like, oh, what would I do? That would keep you alive. And then the other thing is people put a lot of value into their food. Oh, I spent $20 or $30 or $50 or whatever you spent on your lunch or dinner. Oh, so I have to eat it. Well, how much would you pay to be skinny? Would you pay $20, $30, $50 to be skinny? Yeah. So let go of it. Get rid of it. Yeah, buddy. So get rid of it. Throw it away. You are not a garbage can. That food is going to go either way, whether it's in your stomach or not. It's not your responsibility to, be the garbage can. So once you can let go and you value yourself and you make a conscious decision, am I more valuable than this sandwich? And people will do it over the cheapest food that they would throw something over it, yet they're going to shove that $1.50 in their mouth that's going to make them not fit in their pants and not be the weight that they want to be and feel healthy. So, when I was heavier, I went to the doctor and they told me that I was at risk for type 2 diabetes. I had high blood pressure, a lot of stuff going on. And I was 23 years old when they started telling me that. And, then it's also hard. People say, oh, well, I cook. Well, yeah, me too. I cook a lot of stuff. And what I do is I let myself sample while I make it. Of course, you cook, you got to make sure it's good. But every time I serve people, I do not eat. I'll just serve other people and have a glass of wine or something to, liquid. Because the habit is constant munching. Hey, he doesn't want to go on the chair, honey. Let's just not, okay? He doesn't want to go on the chair. We can't make people do things that they don't want to do. And that applies to weight loss. Because if you don't want it, you're not going to have it. So it does take a lot of discipline. And that's what a lot of people try to tell you you can cheat your way out of. They say, oh, it's easy. You just do this. No, let me tell you. Being in shape takes discipline. That's why people respect it. That's why you respect that and admire that and you want to do that. Is because you say, oh, that's a person who really watches what they do. Because it's not easy. Maybe some people it is. Maybe some people, they don't even think about it. I'm a person that struggled with it through my whole adolescence. I was never known as being too skinny. Ever. As a child, teen, young adult, none of that. I was never anyone said that to me till my late 20s. Thank God, finally. But, so the main thing is, you eat a fattening breakfast, you drink lots of water, and when that sun goes down, I don't care what time of year it is, you're not supposed to be eating. That's it. You don't eat before you go to bed. You don't eat when the sun is down. You can have a glass of wine, you can have some water, you can have some tea. If you're dying, you can make yourself a smoothie. But no, snacking on stuff. Crackers, popcorn, cookies, anything, even fruit. If you're going to go to the trouble of blending it up and making a smoothie, I'll allow it. Anything you could have with your jaw wired shut, you can have after dark. broth, whatever you want to do. But it cannot be food. And if you can do that when you wake up in the morning, every morning that you go to bed with that self-control and not eating, you will wake up the next morning skinnier. And if you're not actually skinnier, you'll feel skinnier. And that's what you need. You need your stomach to shrink. It needs to, because when you blow it out and also no carbonation in the first. If you're over 50 pounds overweight or even 30 and you're serious, you have to cut out all carbonation. Leora, can you come here? Come on, don't mess this up. You have to cut out all carbonation. They're gonna stop my video. Hey, both of you guys, go get the chair. Can you go get him some toys? Where's some toys? Where are your cars? Here's the phone. Call Daddy. Yeah, call Daddy. Okay. So you want to shrink your stomach. The more you shrink your stomach, the less hungry you're going to be. And the first few nights and the first week is really hard. So, I recommend having a glass of wine. If you're really dying, have a shot of tequila. Try to get yourself knocked out so, you don't go to that kitchen and have some self-control and don't go eat. It doesn't mean to overdrink and let yourself do it because, you get drunk or something. No. I'm just saying it'll help on an empty stomach. All you need is one shot and you'll want to fall asleep more than eat after a certain point. And there can be no eating after dark. Are you okay? Yeah? You have hiccups? So, yeah, that's the main thing. Also, putting hot stuff on your food, spicing it up, quickens the digestive process. You don't want to have too much paperwork backed up and be processing paperwork all the time. You need to kind of give your body a break. We're more than just eating and defecating machines, okay? There's more to life than that. And if that's all you want to do is eat, trust me, the rest of your time you're going to be spending doing something else. So I think we can do more as human beings than just spending all our time doing that. Do you have the time for that? I don't. I'd rather be doing other things. So habits, munching, shrinking stomach, no carbonation, lots of cardio. Do not try to do a lot of toning work when you have a lot of flubs still on you. You need to let it all kind of, figure out what it's doing. And the best thing is to get within 10 to 15 pounds of your target weight before you start doing any, crunches or toning or trying to do anything like that. Other than that, you need to just be doing cardio, drinking water, eating right. If you aren't eating right, no amount of exercise will help you. You will never be able to process all that paperwork, okay? So you have to eat right. That's the main thing, is portion control. The first time I worked out and I watched my diet. Maybe I didn't watch it as well as I know how to now. But after my son, after giving birth to him, I really watched what I ate. And now, a year later, which is about half the time it took me to get down from around the same weight, but I was breastfeeding too, so let's count that a little bit. That helps. And I did use that to my advantage. But I did portion control. I would not eat late. I bought dresses that were the size that I wanted to be, and they were to be used on certain dates. And I did, and it feels good to know that I did that. And I don't know if people have heard this. I'm sure they have, but nothing tastes as good as being skinny feels. And that's true. You can go up a flight of stairs without panting. You can run if you need to. You feel agile. You feel more attractive. It helps with, depression, anything like that. There are reasons why people get depressed, and, it has to do a lot with how we think about ourselves. And unfortunately, when somebody's heavier, people tend to think of them as someone that doesn't have very much self-control. And I never thought about it like that, because I had always kind of just been in this world that I'd lived in. And I did it for health reasons in the first place, but now that I look at it, I'm just kind of like, why do people admire that body? They admire that the person cares and that they have obviously put effort into it. It's not easy for anybody. some people a little easier, but it's all about what your habits are and how strong you're willing to stand up to it. So everybody has to do it at their own pace.
Yeah.
But if you can just change the way you look at things, so it's not breakfast is the most important day to eat, meal to eat healthy. It's the meal that you're supposed to really pack in those calories. Sumo wrestlers, to put on their weight, what they'll do is they starve themselves pretty much all day, and then once the sun goes down, they go and eat just like tons and tons of food. And that's how they store all that fat. And think about it, that's what a lot of people do. They didn't eat breakfast, and they didn't do this, and they didn't do that. Oh, I better eat a good dinner. I'm starving. And then they go crazy on it. And all it takes, honestly, all it takes is eating whatever you want in the morning. I mean, whatever you want in the morning. Then lunchtime, you're tapering, you're going to back off a little bit from breakfast status. And dinner time is basically like just a little bit. And that hungry feeling, when you get that feeling in your stomach, that's your stomach shrinking. And you might be going through carbohydrate withdrawals. Your body is actually addicted to the sugar in your carbs. So try to cut back on carbs. Don't do it right off the bat. You know, but gradually try to have more vegetable and protein and a little bit of carb or starch or whatever you want to do. You can eat whatever you want. I eat everything. And I've done everything. I've been vegetarian, raw, vegan. That's about it. I mean, I'm eating everything. And eating everything. So I've done it all. But it's not bad to try out a few things, incorporate a nice raw meal every now and then. It's great for the senses. I mean, it really clears your nasal passages out, you know, with all the raw garlic. But yeah, lots of raw garlic. Also acidic things, apple cider vinegar, anything like that's going to dull your appetite. So you definitely want vinegary things. So if you get a sandwich, eat it with some salt and vinegar chips, and get some of those little banana peppers. And it's going to irritate your intestines because of the peppers, and it's going to make your body want to get it out faster, which is what you want. Okay? So spice up your life with peppers, eat a big breakfast, drink lots of water, and don't you eat when the sun goes down. And then you can have a good body. You know, and then once you get around that weight, start toning certain areas. It won't be hard. It just kind of naturally happens. But it takes changing your habits, and that means say no to munching. Munchage is off limits. It should not be a habit that you engage in. Go pour yourself a nice glass of wine, grab a book, or watch your favorite world star hip hop video, and just relax. That's what I do. Anybody can do what they want. But thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, feel free to shoot them over to me. I tried to cover as much as possible. Yeah, I have some genetic inclination to be a little thinner than most because I have very small bone structure. But I also have an inclination to eat. And that was the main problem. So anyway, good luck to all you guys out there. Hit me up if you need. And I hope that this video was helpful. All right. Bye.